You didn't manage to watch the whole thing, right?
No, no, I can't. It's very hard to see.
Imagine how it must be to be in their place. Hello everyone, Chris here, aka Fit Vegan Activist. It's been a while since we've done this 30-minute movie challenge format with a free in Malta, and we're back at it. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Help me hit my first 400 subscribers. And following this intro, gonna be a few of the conversations we had today. So, how do you feel about what you just watched?
Like I eat meat, and
That's the point. That's why we're showing it, because we know people eat meat and products that come from animals. So we're showing you what happens behind the scenes.
I didn't know. Most of things that I saw, I think are like too much, because I think can be like, I know, if everybody stop to eat meat, it's gonna be like no more of these things, but will be impossible. I think
It's impossible, you say.
I think it'll be impossible.
Okay. But do you think what happens to animals is an injustice? What you just saw, right? Is it an injustice you consider?
Yeah.
Yes. So, would you say that you are against this injustice, exploiting animals? Yes. So, when you are against something, right, do you just take a stand yourself, change yourself, like, I don't want to be part of this anymore? Or wait until everybody in society changes?
No, I don't wait. I don't wait, but I think can be something different to do it.
Okay. So you're saying there's a nicer way to exploit animals. Okay. If you were in the position of these animals, would you want to be exploited even in a nice way for something that comes out of your body?
No.
You are essentially enslaved for your so for me to take something out of you.
I can say one thing. I think like most of these animals, they don't gonna be alive if you don't ask. If you don't ask the meat, they don't. Nobody gonna do something to.
You're saying that they would not exist
Yeah.
in the first place.
Yeah.
Okay. But right now we breed them into existence with the only purpose to exploit them and then eventually kill them at a fraction of their natural lifespan. Wouldn't it be better if we just stop doing that and let animals be free?
Yeah. If there is something different to it.
There is something different to it. Have you ever heard the word vegan?
I know, but it's not the same. It's not
Well,
the same.
veganism is not about the diet, it's about the mindset. So it's a mindset that rejects the idea that animals are here for us to exploit. And once you have that mindset, then you adopt certain practices, right? So you say that the food is not the same, but if you do some research, you will see that there are many plant-based options that taste not exactly the same, but very similar. Even in Sardinia, where are you
Yeah,
from?
I know.
There are a lot of Mediterranean diet. It's not all meat.
Yeah. Because like me, I eat meat like 3 times a week. The rest I like vegetables on fish. That's gonna be the same. I know, because I don't trust too much like the research, like the chemical that they wanna sell us.
Chemical in which sense?
For
The
food.
Beyond Burgers and stuff.
Yeah.
You don't have to eat that stuff if you don't want to. It's just a replacement for meat. For people to. So if you object what happens to animals, this industry exists to give you an alternative that tastes the same way, more or less, right? But you don't have to. All we're asking here is that you stop exploiting animals, that you realize that you are personally responsible for what happens to animals. And until you become vegan, you will still continue to participate to animal exploitation. What do you think you can do about it?
I think I can't, for now, I can't stop, but I can reduce. And it's gonna be a long discourse, because also if I meet vegetable, like antibiotics and like how they work on the on the ground. For me it's like medicine.
That for vegetables or for meat?
For vegetables,
You mean pesticides?
yeah.
Okay.
We can go to talk like hours, but
You can find foods that are free, let's say, from pesticides, but even most of these farmed animals, factory farmed animals, they're also pumped full of antibiotics, and they eat the same. Most of them are herbivores, right? So they eat the same food that is full of pesticides. Yes.
Yeah, this is worse than that.
Yes. So you can't be perfect. You can do your own research when it comes to nutrition and being free from chemicals, but there's a simple choice that you can do when it comes to animal exploitation. Be vegan and stop seeing animals as things for you to use. You know? That's because that's the reason all of this is happening. The big farms, many years ago, before there were big farms, there were small farms. But we had the mindset that animals are here for us to exploit. And that's how we eventually generated factory farms. If we stop viewing animals as resources, then we will get rid of that problem of factory farms. All right.
Thank you.
Well, grazie.
No, I don't need it. Just watch it.
If you're free, if you're open, you can take a card. There are 3 movies in here. You didn't manage to watch the whole thing, right?
No, I can't. It's very hard to see.
It's very hard to see.
Yes.
Imagine how it must be to be in their place.
Oh yes. I never imagined like something like that. I know I eat pork, I eat chicken, everything like. But now when I see like makes me sad.
Do you think you can stop doing it?
I think I can. Yes. It's very difficult to see.
You heard the word vegan. You said vegetarian here before. Actually, we are advocating for veganism here.
Oh.
You know what veganism is? You heard the word?
Yeah, I know, but
Many people think it's a
yes.
diet.
Uh-huh.
The diet is a practice. It's more of a mindset.
Yes.
Yes. So you stop seeing animals as things.
Yes.
You see them as individuals who deserve their own
Yeah.
freedom and their own life,
Yes.
and you leave them alone.
Yes.
Once you decide that, then being vegan, eating a plant-based diet is easy.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you for sharing me because I never imagined something
So
like that.
what are you going to do now that you saw it?
I need to try to stop it.
You need to stop it.
Yes, yes.
You will be vegan.
Yes.
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 Okay. Perfect.
Yes.
Nice.
Thank you.
I'll give you a card. There are some resources on our website, and there are some documentaries very hard to watch, but you don't have to watch the graphic stuff. If you want, there's a challenge.
Yeah, yes.
There's a challenge called Challenge 22 that you can sign up for 22 days of free support on how to become vegan, and then the rest is just a habit, and you will no longer be responsible for what happens to animals. All right.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
So, how do you feel about what you just watched?
I don't do well with gore, so it was pretty tough, but not anything I don't know exactly. Yeah.
So you've seen this stuff before about what
Yeah.
happens to animals?
I used to watch a lot of like bad farming practices and that kind of stuff. Yeah.
And you don't like it. You said you don't do well with gore, right?
Yeah. It's I mean not pleasant to watch, but yeah.
So, do you consume animal products?
No. I'm vegetarian.
Okay.
I have eggs, but I don't have cow's milk or anything else.
All right. There was a bit there about the egg industry, right?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Actually, here what we're doing is we are advocating for veganism. Do you know the word vegan? You know the definition?
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
I think, well, it depends. I think for some people it's just like just not eating meat like the textbook definition of not consuming animal products.
Okay.
But for some people it's about like ethical food consumption in all manners, because yeah, I mean, it's possible to be vegan and not an ethical food consumer as well, I think. But yeah.
Could be. So basically, veganism is a mindset
Yeah.
that rejects viewing animals as commodities.
Yeah.
And then from that mindset, a set of practices flow, right? So, because you mentioned food, the food part of it is a main part because the food industry is the biggest source of animal exploitation, but it's basically a stance against animal exploitation. Do you think that's a good mindset to have in your life?
Yeah, I think it's something that everyone should start working towards, you know. And I understand a lot of people have hesitation, but I think in every small way, the more you can be mindful of like the environment, the animals, the consumption you do, I think everyone should start working towards a vegan mindset.
What do you think is stopping you right now? What's the resistance you're facing towards becoming vegan, adopting that mindset?
For the most part, it's just like eggs are my only source of protein, just being vegetarian otherwise, and I have like other health issues like IBS and stuff, so I have a lot of restrictive diets sometimes, and eggs is kind of the only thing I have for protein, but I do like to eat a lot of tofu and stuff, but you know, at the same time, like I said...
So you can have tofu, it's not like out of your diet,
Yes,
right?
yeah, I have
And it's really high in protein.
Yes.
So you don't have an intolerance
No,
in
no.
soy products.
No, for the most part, no.
Okay. So it's high in protein. You have like TVP, which is like textured vegetable protein, and it's really high in protein. Like, and I think the requirement for protein, unless you're a professional athlete who wants to bulk up and build muscle, is not that significant.
Yeah. I think it's definitely something I can move off of, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. But I also think at this like 100%, I think I should, you know, move towards being more vegan. But at the same time, I know there's a lot of stuff that could be vegan that's not ethical. Like one example is like Nutella, which is not vegan, but the palm oil use and like the large manufacturing, things that are environmentally destructive still. I know it's not exactly animals, but it's all, you know, in the same vein.
I mean, that's a separate discussion in itself, right?
Yeah.
So the environmental part and your ethical consumer choices when it comes to the environment, that's a thing everyone of us can do their own research and be more responsible.
Yeah.
But when it comes to a vegan lifestyle, it's straightforward. When you buy something that contains animal products, it means an animal was exploited for it.
Right.
So it's straightforward. Now the environmental impact, you can go into the ins and outs, but the practice, the mindset is very straightforward and simple. So
Are you all like, it's part of your group? Are you all vegan?
yes, we're vegan.
Yeah.
The people who are here are vegan. I'm vegan for 6 years, and we're all vegan for multiple years. You try your best for the environment, but I personally don't advocate for the environment when it comes to veganism because I'm not an environmentalist and I'm not an expert in the subject. There are movies and documentaries out there that have some data about the impact of animal agriculture to the environment, and it's quite significant. But it's basically, for me, showing these animals the basic respect and not viewing them as objects.
Yeah. I think that's a good way to live.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it, and
So
I'm fully behind you guys.
So there's like outside of the diet, right? There are some other things that vegans boycott. Let's say it's testing on animals for cosmetics when you have the choice. Not going to zoos, aquariums.
Yeah.
Not wearing clothes that come from animal products. So that's, as I said, the set of practices that flow from the mindset.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So what are you going to do about it now? Are you going to take steps towards?
No, I
That
would.
la-
I
mindset.
would really love to. Yeah, I really want to. I want to commit to it. I have in the past, and I've like flip flopped like back and forth. It would be really nice, I think, to get to a point where I'm very well informed about everything that I'm consuming, and I feel like I'm making the best decisions, for the environment and animals and farming culture and everything. But
Amazing. You live here in Malta?
yes, and here's Siama.
Oh, nice. Where are you from?
Botswana,
What's wrong?
Southern Africa.
Oh, nice. All right. So
I'm very anti-zoo, by the way.
anti-zoo. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's an element of the vegan mindset, right? Just when it comes to, as you said, the eggs, maybe it's a bit of a lack of
I think it's a lot
education
of planning,
and
yes.
looking into it. But
Right.
from personal experience, I can tell you that when it comes to protein, and I've researched this, females, unless you're trying to bulk up, and even if you're trying to bulk up, you can be a vegan bodybuilder, right? There was a Brazilian vegan bodybuilder that won Mr. Olympia recently, so you can definitely do it. It just like takes a little bit more planning, and
Yeah.
if you respect these animals, you can put the extra effort.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you think? Okay, so I'm gonna give you a card that has 3 movies. It's called 3 Movies WTF, and there are many resources outside of the documentaries that you can educate yourself further.
Yeah.
All of the things we discussed.
Sure.
All right.
I appreciate
Thank you.
it. Do you guys? Yeah, it was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.